Okay, hi, I'm Audrey. About 2 days ago, I asked on both YouTube and my Instagram story, I asked you guys to ask me questions because today I'm doing a Q&A. I got a lot of questions, so I'm just gonna get into it. We're gonna start with, what's your ethnicity? So my dad is Filipino and my mom is white, so I'm half Filipino and half white. What is your family like? Do you have siblings, pets? Please explain. So I have a younger sister and a younger brother. My sister is 14 and my brother is 12, so I'm the oldest. And then I also have a dog, and then I have 4 chickens, Miley, GLaDOS, Alara, and Azalea. How does your family and friends feel about you doing YouTube and how much you've gained? My friends and family have been so supportive ever since the beginning. I've never felt judgment from them for doing my channel, and they've been really helpful. My parents especially have helped me a lot with like the background of YouTube, so I'm very, very grateful for that. Did you get made fun of for having a channel? I really want to start one, but I'm scared. No, I didn't get made fun of in front of my face. I mean, who knows what people say behind my back. I'm sure there are people at my school who made fun of my channel, and of course like other people not at my school probably made fun of it. To my face, no one said anything. I feel like at my school people just don't care. Like they don't care enough to say something or really talk about like a YouTube channel. There are like a couple other people at my school who film videos and have YouTube channels and stuff, so it's not like some exotic thing. So no, I didn't get made fun of that I know of. 2, you should start one because I mean, who cares what people think? Even if you do get made fun of, if you want to do it, do it. You shouldn't let other people stop you from stuff like that. Where are you from? Did you used to live in Houston? Yes, so I was born in Houston and then I moved to California, which is where I live now, right before 8th grade. So I was 14 years old when I moved here. How was your transition from Texas to California? It was difficult. I mean, moving somewhere, it was the first time I ever moved somewhere, and of course, it's gonna be difficult. I didn't know anyone here, and California is pretty different from Texas, but I met some really good friends at my school and they were just amazing, and I got into swim as well, and so my swim team was a nice thing to have. The transition overall, like it turned out fine, but it was hard. But yeah, and I had my family as well, like they were all in the same boat as me, so that was helpful. Do you wish you could move back to Texas, or do you like California better? I'm definitely thankful that I moved. I feel like it was a really good life experience, and I wouldn't be the same person I am today if I didn't move. And yes, I love Texas and I love the people there, but also I love it here now too. So there's pros and cons to both. I feel like it'd be a very hard decision if I had to choose to go back or not, because I still have friends in Texas, and then obviously I've made really good friends here. So I don't know. Advice for the new school year, new classes, and making friends. So this kind of goes along with the moving thing. Making new friends. So when I moved, I obviously did not have any friends at all here, but on the first day of school, I made sure that I went up to people and said like, hi, I'm Audrey, like what's your name? And yes, I know that sounds simple, but it was really nerve-wracking in the moment, but people like, I don't know, it's kind of a normal thing to say. Like, you're not gonna be weird if you go up and introduce yourself, especially 1, on the first day of school, and 2, if you're new at the school, chances are people might notice that you're new, or that you might run into someone else who's new. So just introduce yourself, don't be scared, because in the grand scheme of things, it takes like 5 seconds to introduce yourself, and the conversation could go really well, or it could just be like, okay, like, hi. If either you've moved to a new school or you just want to make new friends, like, there's nothing to lose from just introducing yourself, so you might as well start something, because you never know where it's gonna lead. Hopefully that made sense. New classes, they can be challenging at first, but if you think about it, at the end of the year, you always kind of get the hang of it. So hold on, adapt, because every teacher is different and every class is different. So you may have to try new things in order to, you may need to try new things in order to be successful in that new class. What grade are you in? I am going to be a senior in high school. Just curious, but if you just turned 18, how are you going to be a senior? So I just turned 18. I have my vlog. So when I lived in Texas, my parents had the option to either put me in kindergarten or keep me back a year and not put me in kindergarten yet. And they didn't think I was ready socially or something. So they kept me back a year. So that's why I'm the oldest. In Texas, I feel like that was a lot more normal because there were people who were as old as me in my grade. But here, there's not as many people that are as old as me, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm not like dramatically older than everyone. I'm just like I have summer birthday, so I just turned 18 and I'm going into senior year. I don't know. How did you get involved with leadership in your school and what stuff do you do for it? So I've talked about leadership before in my previous videos. I think I had like 2 or 3 of my earlier videos were about leadership and like our events and stuff, but some of them are private because my school was exposed and whatever. So I've been in leadership since my freshman year. In my school district, we also have leadership in middle school. I didn't do leadership in middle school because I moved here right before 8th grade, so I couldn't like apply or anything. So when we went to high school, I decided to apply. I almost didn't because none of my other super close friends were applying. Like they decided last minute not to. But I'm so glad I did. My freshman year, I was in rally committee, so I helped plan the pep rallies and stuff for the year. And then my sophomore year, I was in athletic recognition committee. So I helped with senior night and like kind of the athlete side of the school. Last year, I was in publicity. So I helped run the school Instagram account, posters. We also planned the winter dance. And then this year, I ran for ASB president. I lost, but I got the appointed position for president, so I'm leadership president this year, and I'm very excited about that. What's a video you've had the most fun filming? I would say that it was my prom video, just because that night was so fun to begin with, and it was the first time I felt comfortable filming in front of other people. I just still love how that video turned out, mostly because it really reflects like how fun that night was for me. And yeah. Who is your favorite YouTuber? I love Hannah Maloche, and she's definitely, another question is here, like my inspiration. She's definitely an inspiration for a lot of my videos and how I edit my videos, and I think you could kind of see that. How do you edit your videos? I used iMovie for a really long time, up until my vlog of trying to be productive on the first day of summer. That one, I started using the Final Cut Pro trial, and I just bought Final Cut Pro. So now probably most of my videos will be edited by Final Cut Pro. What camera and microphone do you use? I use the Canon G7X Mark II camera, and then for microphone, I either use the microphone that comes with the camera or I use voice memos on my phone. What are your favorite stores to shop at? I shop at a lot of different places. I really like to shop at Nordstrom Rack, where I like to buy brands like Madewell and Free People and just some other cute stuff that they have there. And then I used to shop at Marshall's a lot. I haven't been there in a while. I also occasionally shop at Lululemon, Francesca's, Brandy Melville, a bunch of department stores like Nordstrom, Macy's, stuff like that. Where is most of your jewelry from? I wear a lot of jewelry. A lot of my jewelry is from Pura Vida bracelets. You can use my code Atienza20 for 20% off. Pura Vida bracelets is like one of the first jewelry companies that I started wearing every single day. I won one of their Instagram giveaways in 8th grade. I won a $100 gift card from like commenting on an Instagram post, and then since then I've just loved their bracelets, and I still have those bracelets from 8th grade. Like, they're such high quality. I also James Avery, Kendra Scott, Alex and Ani. I get a lot of cute chokers and necklaces from Francesca's. I also make a lot of my jewelry, like this shell necklace I made, this bracelet I made. That's like one of my hobbies. I used to be way more into it than I am now, but I do like to make jewelry. How do you like your coffee? I don't like coffee. What's your favorite drink at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts? We don't have a Dunkin' Donuts near here, I think, but Starbucks I usually get a pink drink, or yeah, that's usually what I get. How do you balance time between school and YouTube, swimming, and personal life? I do a lot of different things. I've always had kind of a busy schedule, so I've kind of gotten the hang of it, but I do have tips and tricks and stuff that kind of help me. I'm planning on making a bigger video about it. Speaking of swimming, there's a lot of swimming questions on here, so I'm just going to do kind of a speed round and answer most of them. I've been swimming since I was 6 years old. I swam summer league until 7th grade, so when I was 14, and then I started swimming year-round in 6th grade, so 12 years. My favorite event is 200 breast. Do you always swim outside? Yes, because in California there's literally no indoor pools. It's either really, really cold or really hot. Goggle tan. How do you not have one? I usually have one. This summer I've been a little bit better. In my skincare routine, I talk about what sunscreens I use to prevent that. This summer I finally found sunscreens that actually work for me, and I've been better at remembering to put it on. How are you not bulky from swimming so much? I think I feel like I have bigger shoulders and arms than people who don't swim. I mean, kind of. But everyone's body is different. If you weren't a swimmer, what sport would you be doing? When I lived in Texas, I did more than just swim, and then I moved here and I kind of just dedicated everything to swim. I used to be a cheerleader. I did that for a really long time. I also played volleyball in 7th grade, and I really liked both of those, but I think I would be a cheerleader if I didn't swim. When I moved here and when I went into high school, I almost tried out for cheer, and I went to a clinic for my high school cheer and everything, but if I would have done high school cheer, I wouldn't have been able to swim year round. I would have only been able to do high school swim, and so I chose swim over cheer. Plus, I was not very good at cheer, so. What is your lifeguarding experience? How did you start, and how many hours do you work, etc.? I started lifeguarding the summer after my freshman year, and so this is my 3rd summer lifeguarding. Every summer I've worked less. My first summer I worked, I think, about like 20 to 25 hours a week, and then last summer I worked probably like 15 to 20, and this summer I've barely worked at all. The reason for that is the city I work for is super serious about all their lifeguarding skills and stuff, which I love because I feel super confident going out there every day, and that if something happens, I will be able to save someone. But with that being said, we have trainings every week, and for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been able to go to those trainings. And then makeup trainings are Monday morning, and I can't go to that either because I have practice Monday morning. If you don't go to trainings, they take you off the schedule, and so I haven't been working. But this summer I'll probably work like 10 to 15 hours a week, maybe less. I went to makeup training yesterday morning, and I skipped practice for it because I wasn't gonna work if I didn't. But I love lifeguarding. The place I work for, I've met so many great people. It's really cool because a lot of other people that I work with are super into it. I've learned a lot. Again, I feel really confident that like I could save a life. I only work in the summer because during the school year, like all the shifts, I'm in the pool, and so I can't lifeguard. But during summer, there's like day rec and stuff like that. Lifeguarding's a really nice job for me because I can go straight from practice to lifeguarding and not worrying about looking like I just got out of the pool because I work at the pool. So that's really nice. Well, let's see, are there any other ones? I think that's all of them. I mean, I think that's all that I screenshotted. I answer more of my YouTube questions and like how I got into it and stuff in my baking video. I'll link it somewhere. Hopefully you guys learned more about me than you already knew. Thank you for asking me questions on both YouTube and Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I would love it if you would. Yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you for watching up until this point, and I will see you in my next video.